So looking at worksheet 3, Unit 12, worksheet 3, number 11. Find the zeros, so we'll set it equal to 0. But there's a lot of things wrong with this. I got cosines and sines. I got an argument of 2x and an argument of x, so something's not right there. So let's replace cosine of 2x with cosine squared x minus sine squared x. Again, that's one you have to have memorized or be able to figure out on test day. Minus 2 sine squared x plus 4. Okay, so now all our arguments are the same. We don't have any 2x's, they're all x's. But I've got sines and cosines. So what's cosine squared equal to? Yeah, 1 minus sine squared. So in place of cosine squared, I can do 1 minus sine squared x minus sine squared x minus 2 sine squared x plus 4. So collecting like terms, 1 plus 4 is 5. That's where the key made a mistake. Minus 4 sine squared x. So if we move things around, sine squared x equals 5/4. And, well, this isn't going to work, but you might not know that yet. I square root both sides. Sine of x equals plus or minus square root of 5 over 4. So a couple problems with this. One, that's not a unit circle value, so already, whoops, that would be over 2. But either way, that's not a unit circle value, so something's not right. The other thing is, that's greater than 1, and sine of x never gets greater than 1. So that's not going to work. So this would be no solutions as it's written. Now again, the key is not right, but the real answer is no solutions. But you can see maybe where this was supposed to go. We were probably supposed to end up with root 3 over 2 and then have some answers. Plus or minus root 3 over 2. But it didn't work out. All right, other questions from that worksheet? Is that because you haven't done them or because they were easy? Might be both. Let's see. We did a cosine 2x. Why don't you try number 8 if you haven't done it yet? Try number 8 and then we'll do number 8. So replace sine of 2x with 2 sine x cosine x. That's one of the two you have to memorize. So now you've seen both of the ones that you have to know. Cosine of 2x and sine of 2x. I can factor out sine of x. So that leaves 2 cosine x minus 1. Set them both equal to 0. So 0 pi and 2 pi. And then cosine x equals 1/2 at the over 3's. Pi over 3. 5 pi over 3. Okay, I'm good if you're good, because these aren't that bad, even though you have to memorize, quote memorize them. You should still be okay. Let me show you the formula chart that you'll get and remind you how to get the double angle formulas. So there's the formula chart that you'll have on test day. It's got the sums, the differences, the halves, but not the doubles, because you can come up with the doubles if you need the doubles or when you need the doubles. Right? You just put in x for both things. And you end up with 2 sine x cosine x. And you could do the same type thing with cosine. So some of you are going to memorize that, which is fine because that's not really too hard to memorize. Others of you are thinking, I have enough things in my brain, I don't want to memorize it. I'll take a few seconds to write that out, and I'll give you, you'll have the formula sheet, so you can, it'll be a half sheet. You can come down here and write out the extra ones as soon as you get it on test day. All right, well, what's left is the half formulas. And so let's get your notes out and we'll talk about those things.